What's up, guys? Happy Thursday to you. I'm back with another daily tea video. Listen, y'all. If you can hear my background right now, that's not the AC. That's the sound of rain outside. We're currently in the spring of deception here in Georgia. It's been raining since last week. Like, honestly, the rain woke me up. That's how I'm able to do this video so early in the morning. It's 6 a.m. The rain woke me up, okay? I was up here. I literally just went to the bathroom and it was like 3 in the morning. And then I close my eyes, wake up, it's raining and it's starting to thunder. And I look up at 6. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But the week, it's been kind of counterproductive for me. I really have just been trying to get my stuff done, okay? My doggone W-2 came through. They accepted my tax return, filed y'all taxes, okay? If y'all worked during 2018, file your taxes. And that goes for my college students too, okay? You still get a tax return if you put yourself as, if you didn't exempt last year when you did your whole I-9, when you apply for your job, make sure you file your taxes. H&R lets you file for free online. Make sure you get your W-2 from your job, because after January 31st, you have had it given to you. So go to your job or email them. Child, I had to email and call. I told you this. I had to call Six Flags, make sure it was there. Turns out it was at my house for the last week. My uncle literally just sent it to me, but my phone doesn't like to look at my messages. But anyway, file y'all taxes. I'm signing up for my lease. I'm looking for new apartments right now, and right now we're just waiting. I'm on the wait list on one, but really there's another property that I really want to go to, which is, you know how they have like new properties and the prices are kind of like a little bit above the average, and you know they always increase and then they do the specials. Right now, it's promo season for a lot of apartments where they give you that, oh, if you sign a lease, we'll give you this a $200 gift card. They don't give you that gift card till like August. They wait till after they sign the leases before they give out the gift card. It's the new places that have the gift card on standby once you sign a lease. So I gotta find out the status on that. I'm waiting for this rent money to come through because y'all know I'm still looking for a new job. Target be playing so many games, I swear. Like, honestly, and that's a whole nother conversation. But let's just go through the mess of this week. Let's just start with the most recent, DaBaby. Bruh, you cannot stay out of trouble. DaBaby had a whole controversy happen. He got another girl pregnant, and his baby mama most likely found out from somebody on social media, because y'all know no one can keep no secrets, and a lot of these side chicks are very prideful of being proud of being side chicks, which I don't understand to this day. Basically, she put him on blast, and you know, he came on and said, basically, yes, there's a baby on the way. It's by someone else. We weren't together. I'm like, y'all and these break babies. If we taking a break, then say what you want, have your opinion on it. If we taking a break, then I believe we still in it. We just taking some time apart. If we breaking up, then we done. If we taking a break, we still in a relationship. We just need time to figure out. Like, oh Lord. That's a whole nother conversation, because we know a lot of break babies are out there. But yeah, and then the baby mama came out and posted a whole picture of her stomach, and she tagged him in the shader. I'm like, you just want this for clout. Like, and also these rappers, they gotta be more careful. You got all this money. There are girls trying to trap you with a baby. Like that. You know how many people trap people with babies? A lot. And, you know, people are kind of like, well, dang, wow. Because last week they were with their 2 kids they have together at the Super Bowl. She was massaging his feet on the plane on the way back. I'm like, man, she really dedicated to you. That's why you gotta be careful when you have kids with y'all, because, man, that you can have 2 kids. It just, I ain't gonna bring up the whole where's the ring thing, but y'all already know where we at with that. But anyway, So the Oscars were last weekend. Congratulations to Parasite. They won 4 awards. And let me tell you something. People were in their feelings because their favorite movie, The Joker, or 1917 didn't win. And let me tell you something. This person, and this dude is going viral for basically going on a snowflake white boy rant. I've subscribed to him. I unsubscribed. Basically, he went off saying that Parasite was, the Oscars being woke. I'm like, if the Oscars were woke, we would have more than 4 people of minority being nominated. What the hell are you talking about? And then it was literally full on racist. And then he said, no, he came back saying, I'm not a racist. I'm just saying this. Mind you, he ain't never seen the movie. And then he's going to say Joker's for the culture because of this and that. Literally the same stuff Parasite is about. And then I'm like, how is Joker for the culture? Your culture, maybe. My culture, the Joker. I don't know how that's for my culture, okay? You can't speak for everybody's culture. Everybody's culture is different. You're a white dude in Florida. Your culture is different from the rest of the world. Hang on, y'all. That's my alarm. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm sorry I have to turn off my alarm clock because I have it set for that. But yeah, congratulations to Hair Love. It got nominated. I was going to be so mad if Hair Love got snubbed. And, Matthew Cherry, he's the second, former athlete to win. The first one was Kobe. Rest in peace. We're going to talk about Kobe later. He dedicated the award to him. It was just so sweet. Eminem popped up. Now, let me tell you something. Y'all, I did not watch the Oscars. I fell asleep early, okay? Because y'all know I'm on new birth control. I wake up 20 minutes after Hair Love won. I was like, yeah, it's cool. Then I went back to sleep. I wake up after midnight. And everyone's like, oh yeah, Parasite, Eminem. I'm like, what's going on? So Eminem popped up out of nowhere, after the music montage, because, they got the best song category. And I'm like, how? Because people are saying the time he got nominated for Luigi Soul back in '03 for an Oscar. I didn't know that. He won. He wasn't there because he didn't think he was going to win it. So he thought, why was one showing up? I get that one because it's why show up? Because, people tell you ahead of time when you're going to win, but you never know with the Oscars. But yeah, his performance was dope. I mean, Billie Eilish, she sang the In Memoriam. There was some drama with that because he left out Luke Perry and Cameron Boyce. Now, basically, the excuse they're giving is that, look, there wasn't enough time. Basically, they said they didn't make the final cut. But they're on the website in the In Memoriam section. And then Tori Spelling came out basically saying, yo, that wasn't cool because Luke Perry, he was in movies before he got really big into TV. We all know him as, the new kids know him as Archie's dad off of Riverdale. Everyone else, we know him as Dylan on Beverly Hills 90210. I almost said 90210. That's the new version. Beverly Hills 90210. But before that, he had been in movies for a good minute. In major movies, too. Oscar-nominated movies. I can't remember which one. But he was in an Oscar-nominated movie. So, yeah, it was messed up. And Cameron Boyce, I get he was a younger actor. But, he had a lot on his resume. He was in TV and also in movies, too. So, yeah, it's messed up. Cynthia Erivo, she performed her song. It was just so good. And let me tell you something. Cynthia Erivo had a good moment because it's been going around black celebrities are annoying the black media, and she actually stopped her publicist from, pulling her on the carpet for her to stop and talk to a black journalist, which is really dope because, at award shows, it's hard for even whether you're a part of the blogs or just a main news site to even earn a spot. A lot of times with black and a lot of other minorities, including, the Latin, even the Latinx journalists and the Asian journalists, all of them get clumped together. And, I was watching Claudia Jordan's show on Fox Soul. One of the journalists that were on there, she was talking about how, a lot of them are clumped together and they had to make sure, hey, you cool, because, on carpets, they only get a limited amount of time of people who talk. And they're like, hey, you want to get this one or you want me to get that one? I want to make sure you get yours because it's limited. It's really limited because they limit it to so many people. You got the big news sites like Entertainment Tonight and E! News. They get a whole section, almost foot of the carpet for their interviews and all that. And You know, you have the smaller scale journalists kind of being squished together. So it was good for Cynthia Erivo to do that, because you literally see her saying, like, no, I have to. Because she knows that is her supporter. Those are her supporters, and they deserve to have equal treatment as much as mainstream and white journalists. You know, we gonna put it out there. But, Chrissy Metz, she did her song. Mama's just killing it. Y'all, I saw the What's Business episode for this week. Kate and that guy, Mark is oh, man, I wish Kevin beat up Mark. I swear, man, my goodness. But anyway, the big story out the Oscars was, why was Black China there? And I was like, hold up. How's she get an invite? Because I just saw her at the Grammys 2 weeks ago. Like, what? Like, what? I was confused. We were all confused. And she said that she was a +1 for someone on the carpet. And it's like, well, where's the +1? You took solo pictures. And then they spun around saying that she was racist. And they was saying, oh, she can't be here, but the Kardashians can't. Listen, the Kardashians, they reality stars. We don't know why they would be at the Oscars. Y'all already know how we had a debate on what they really do. So, yeah, that's that. But that's all the Oscars taught. Let's get into the Gayle King backlash. So since then, we had the I Stand With Gayle trending thing, and everyone going back and forth. It's been black men versus black women, and then recently, Snoop Dogg came out and apologized and have a wholehearted apology. You know, basically explaining why he was mad and his grief and emotions took over, and he was wrong for that. And he admitted that he was wrong. And, you know, that we need to talk instead of, you know, basically coming at each other. And I commend him for that, because you can just say, you know, I'm sorry I offended you. That's not a real apology. He was straight up, you know, taking an apology. I know people said it was like, hey, you know, that was because of sponsors. Y'all forget that his mom is a deaconess. Okay, she is a praying Christian woman, and he had a talk with her. And mamas can set you straight and realize, okay, I messed up. Okay, so I commend him for that. And you know, this whole thing should be a lesson to all of us when it comes to like holding each other accountable, as well as having proper dialogue. I've been saying this recently. We choose to yell instead of talk. When I mean by yell, I mean go off on rants and tweets and posts and think pieces and hashtags. And, you know, cancel culture is really just, y'all heard that thunder. Y'all heard that thunder. It's the spring of deception here. Oh, man, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just tired of the rain. It's February. It's February. Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Like, come on now. Man, this week went by fast. But, you know, hopefully everyone can calm down. And I think because, you know, it came out recently that the family had the funeral in private last week. Thankfully, it was private, because this media has been after the family ever since this happened. And honestly, I can't imagine Vanessa having to go through the whole service while all this argument mess was going on. And thankfully, it was private enough to where, like, there was no leaks. TMZ wasn't camping out. And I'm so glad no one was there with a camera and mic at her face asking how she feels about this whole thing. Because y'all forget, Vanessa went through that trial with him. Okay, 2003. They've been married for 2 years at this point, and Natalia was a newborn. She was a couple months old. Y'all forget. So right now, she has to deal with the grief of not just a husband, but a child. She has to relive this all over again. So whatever you feel about Kobe and how and who he married, that's you. That's your issues, okay? But have some empathy for a woman that lost her child. And one person, I don't know why they said this. They said, why should we care so much about a child dying when there are kids dying every day? I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? You basically disregarding a mother's grief? Her and 2 other kids, her teammates died. 3 lives were cut short. What? A whole family died on that helicopter. What is wrong with people? We just been so desensitized and dehumanized. It's just, I'm sick of it. Like, honestly. And I feel like people are starting to calm down now that, you know, we have announcements. we have people in the family basically saying, yo, we want to be in private and we're dealing with this privately while y'all argue. So I do hope Gail does come out and apologize. And yes, we can have the argument. She was doing her job, but I think now people are realizing that this whole fight was pretty pointless because y'all fighting about a whole different thing while this family is trying to mourn and start the process of recovering from this horrible tragedy. It's a lot. It's a lot. Man, and the memorial coming up. It's coming up real soon, and man, it's going to be a lot. They said they're going to have it at 9 a.m. West Coast time, and I'm going to be in the East Coast, so we're like 12, so I hope they live stream it for everybody to watch, and yeah, and it's just a lot. I don't know how. I wouldn't be surprised if the family doesn't speak. I remember Lauren speaking at Nipsey's funeral. When I just think of the memorial, I'm just like, man, to think of Vanessa, his daughter, their eldest daughter, and then Pam and Joe, his parents and his sisters. Whew, man, it's just a lot. It's a lot. But anyway, on happier news, Janet's going back on tour, y'all. Janet Jackson announced she's going on tour, and we're getting a new album. The Black Diamond era has begun, y'all. It has begun, and I want to get tickets, okay? I want to see Janet live once in my lifetime, because I will never forgive myself for never seeing Michael Jackson live. Granted, I was like 12 years old when he passed. Y'all, I want to see Janet, okay? I don't care what y'all say about her being a whisper singer, okay? I want to see Janet live, okay? And I want to find out when my auntie is going to be finding, because she comes in every summer, and she loves Janet Jackson. And I want to get her tickets and surprise her, okay? That's what I'm trying to figure that out. But once the funds are in order because she's come to my city June 29th. I had to get my funds together by May, because I already plan on going to the Millennium Tour in April. My God, my whole spring slimmer is going to be so booked. But anyway. Also, she's going to be headlining Essence Fest. That's one of my dream trips for the year. Ooh, let's hope I win this workout challenge. Speaking of that, I'm doing the 1-Up challenge. Y'all, I finally got under 200 pounds this week, and I'm so happy. I'm currently at 198. Y'all, I'm in week 3. I'm so proud of myself, let me tell you, because my body is just really, it's slow to go. I've been at this process. I've changed my diet. I've been working out, and the progress shows, and I'm so proud of myself. I'm trying to get to 160 by the end of these 8 weeks. I have 5 more to go. It's going to be a long process, but I'm fully dedicated. So, yeah. Then we got the Power Spinoffs, 3 more announced. We already know book 2 is going to happen. We have book 3, which is Raising Kanan. They are currently in production right now. 50 Cent says they're just done with casting. And then we have Influence, who's going to be the Tate spinoff. And then we have Force, who's going to be the Tommy spinoff with him in Los Angeles. So book 2 comes out this summer. They just announced the cast. My boy Woody from the Bobby Brown biopic, he's going to be there. We got Paige from The Oval going to be there. I was like, girl, you stay booked. She was like, yo, my show ain't coming back till May. I got to keep this bag secured. Let me go ahead and just audition for this and join the franchise. Mama smart, okay? Whew. But speaking of that, Lori Harvey. Girl, I don't know what is with you and cars, okay? So last week, basically, she was almost carjacked in Atlanta. She was driving her Rolls Royce from Whole Foods to an apartment. She was in a parking deck because TMZ dropped the video like immediately right after this came out. Basically, someone came up from behind and got in the front seat. And basically, she was trying to unload the trunk. She tried to fight him off. And then she realized, yo, I got the key. And basically, she just walked away. Now, from the video, she looked like she walked away too calmly. And basically, people were saying, what if it's a stage? I'm like, look, I ain't got nothing to say. I'm glad that this could have turned out way different. It would have been a different headline. I'm just glad she's okay. But since I would have ran, okay? But they did get away with like a red bag of her clothes. I think they thought there was stuff valuable in there. Listen, you got to be careful driving in Atlanta. That's why I hate driving in the city at night. Like, I rarely do it. I mean, even when I was working at Six Flags and we were in Austell, I'd be checking my car in the parking lot, inside the car, under the car, behind the car, because there are crazies out there. Like, I got one friend who was basically had her windows busted open, you know, it within a 3-month period. That's why I was so nervous when I borrowed my aunt's car. It was a big, it was like a Ford Escalade, because my car was having its trouble with its radiator. I was going to a special screening event. It was in Atlanta, literally in the middle of the city at that special location. And I parked it. I was like, God, please don't let me get my windows busted in. Because literally, it was a good looking car, and it had leather interior and everything. So I was like, please don't get the windows busted in right now. Thankfully, it didn't. Literally, that whole 2 hours, the whole hour and a half, I was worried. But thankfully, you know, she's okay. Now, Queen Radio. Looking at Queen Radio, I didn't listen. A lot of stuff, you know, people are talking about how, like, oh, she wants to collab with a bunch of people. Cool. Movie stuff, The Photograph. Go out and see it. Go support Black movies, Black love, Universal. Y'all good with this promotion, okay? Y'all gotta be smart with it. And let me tell you something. Warner Brothers DC, this Birds of Prey promo, if y'all failed that movie, okay? Y'all, Birds of Prey, it met below expectations at the box office, and people are spinning to where it's like, it's not, where a Harley Quinn solo wouldn't work. Y'all, it's a good movie. I went and saw it. The problem is the marketing was just bad, okay? Y'all gotta market a movie way more better than just a couple of ads on YouTube. Like, you gotta put the budget when it comes to marketing such a film. I mean, y'all could have marketed this as a Valentine's Day movie, but y'all didn't. I mean, y'all relied on the soundtrack. The soundtrack flopped on the Billboard charts, and I feel like they should have learned from Charlie's Angels and what happened with that, because they relied on the soundtrack because Ariana Grande was producing it, and they thought, oh, we got the audience coming for this soundtrack. They'll want to see the movie. That don't work. That don't work. That only works with songs and the music videos. That is not how you do business like that. Now look at Fast and Furious. They had a whole concert just to drop a trailer, and the movie ain't coming out for another 3 months. Like, that, you gotta start early, okay? Y'all gotta start early with this, do pop-ups, do the billboards and the posters, and, you know, all these interviews with a bunch of people, okay? There's a reason why this franchise has lasted almost 20 years. And DC, y'all gotta do better, and y'all better do justice for Wonder Woman, okay? Y'all better do my girl right, okay? Come June, y'all better get it together. But yeah, Good Doctor got renewed for another season. Congratulations. Nipsey Hussle documentary is coming. Well, allegedly it's coming to Netflix. Ava DuVernay directed it. They're still in negotiations because they don't want to immediately go for a cash grab. I commend them for that. Nene might be leaving the Real Housewives. I would not be surprised because they're phasing out a lot of the OGs. I mean, we saw Beverly Hills. They phased out Vicky and Tamara to the point where they both quit. So yeah, there's a stripper that fell 2 stories off a pole who's requiring surgery, and she started a GoFundMe. Y'all don't shame her for the GoFundMe, because y'all know the strip club ain't back. That just shows the strip club ain't, you know, helping her at all. So, yeah. Neyo and Crystal are getting divorced. People are saying that's karma because of how he treated Monietta. Listen, I didn't like Crystal that much. You know, even though I followed her on Instagram, I didn't like her as much. People bringing up the whole tube thing, even though they wanted the real saying that didn't happen. It just, I don't know. But yeah, congratulations to Simone Johnson, Dwayne Johnson's daughter. She's officially joining WWE. All right, keep it on the family. 4 generations, because you got her, The Rock, his dad, who recently passed away, and then The Rock's grandpa. So 4 generations. Damn, that is something. The Bachelor. Y'all, I don't know how y'all feel about The Bachelor. I thought about reviewing it this season, but I didn't have the willpower. And honestly, this season's been a mess. Peter is just so indecisive. And the girls they got for this season is just ridiculous. Y'all got too many young ones. Y'all got all these 23-year-olds. I'm the same age as these girls. I just turned 23. What is this? Just all this mess. The whole Victoria F stuff and doggone Tammy and her mess. And y'all, and Peter, you barely paid attention to Natasha. She didn't get a one-on-one date until the top 6. Like, come on. And right before, she got sent home right before hometowns. That is some BS. My goodness. But you know what? She made it for as far as she did. You know, the only girl that's made it to, I think Rachel made it to top 3 before Nick, you know, before Nick basically sent her home. And yeah, him and his girl didn't even stay together after that. They made 6 months, but ooh, man. But anyway, Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, they came out in support of their daughter, Zaya, who came out as trans. And it's been exposing a bunch of homophobes that are shaming them for showing love to their child. I'm fully supportive. Look, if it's not affecting your life, then what's your problem? I say this all the time. Like, seriously. But yeah, it's good on them. There's a 2-part documentary coming out saying that he might be alive. Y'all, there's a whole casket and a gravestone for him. They had a whole funeral. It's been literally 24 years. Let this go, okay? Maya possibly could have gotten married. She posted a picture of her wedding dress. Congratulations. And the last thing, Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner are pregnant, even though they haven't confirmed it. Basically, this all dropped yesterday, and I remember seeing on Just Jared, and then everyone was just picking up on it, and they're like, oh, you know, they're keeping it hush-hush, but the family and friends are inside. Listen, if they're keeping it hush-hush, it's probably because it's the first trimester. Okay, the first trimester is more likely for you to have a miscarriage. So that's probably why they're not saying it now and they're waiting to announce it publicly. Like, seriously, like, I mean, even if they're past the 12 weeks, that's their time to say something because stuff could happen. You know, just respect the privacy. And they are pregnant. Congratulations, okay? A lot of y'all girls were devastated when you hear this. Y'all, all the Jonas Brothers are married. Give up on that dream, okay? Give up on the dream. They're having whole families, all right? Honestly, I thought Nick and Priyanka were going to have a baby this year, but, you know, you never know. The year's still early, but yeah, that's all the videos I got for y'all today. Sorry about the sniffles, y'all. My allergies are starting to kick in early. But anyway, let me know how you guys feel about all this stuff in the comments. Comment what you want me to react to. I have a bunch of reactions I got to do today. So anyway, your girl, peace out. Real love. Have a great weekend. Bye.